Maison Gris, 18 covers. For dessert courses. The last thing 18 people will taste tonight. I am the last handshake of the kitchen's argument every night.
Bus 472凌晨12点40分
Every night. Sit down. Don't look at the phone. Watch the street. Let the kitchen leave my body slowly. I ran through the 5th course in my head on the bus. I do this every night. The bus is the decompression chamber between the kitchen and the person I am when I'm not in it. I sit on the floor against the sofa because the floor is cooler than I need it to be, and that is information the kitchen has trained into me. Cold surfaces mean precision. I need to know I'm home.
Bouchon Bakery Technique Texts. 1974 Korean food essays.
Same shelf. 3rd time.
I know. I should go.
Same bus?
Probably.
Not tonight, I'm in the other direction.
The research piece.
Yes.
I hope it says the right things.
1:30 a.m. and I'm still plating in my head. The 5th course still isn't right. My hands know it before my mind does. The wrist check, slightly cold. Not there yet.
디저트에 간장을 넣으신 이유가 궁금합니다.
네. 발효된 감의 단맛을 더욱 복잡하게 만들어줍니다.
Noryangjin at 2 a.m. is the only place in Seoul that doesn't require me to perform anything. The fish know what they are. The produce knows what it is. I know what I am here for. The same persimmon. He reached for the same specific one. The weight of it at exactly the stage I needed it. Said the weight. He said the color. We were describing the same quality in different registers. He wrote it down. I noticed he wrote it down. I filed that and went to buy fish. On the bus home, I thought about the fact that I had noticed. Iteration 4. The temperature disappeared. 2 fingertips to the wrist. I always know it there first, in the pulse. That is how I know the sauce is right. It stops being a temperature. The bus. The persimmons. The bookshop. Same narrow aisle. I said, the persimmons. He said the bus. We had been meeting without meeting. I filed this as remarkable coincidence. I was not convincing.
Tell me one thing that's in it. The piece.
The person who closes the meal is the last handshake of the kitchen's argument.
That's mine.
I know.
He didn't take his notebook out. He said, I can take notes or I can have a conversation. He chose conversation. The pen stayed in his jacket the whole time. I kept checking.
Table 6, chef. He closed his eyes.
Thank you.
He asked, what does it feel like when the sauce is right? He asked it the way you ask a real question. Not for the article. For the answer. I explained the Gonjang program to a stranger at a pojangmaka at 2 p.m. and the words were completely accurate. Like when the temperature disappears. I said that. I said it and then I touched my wrist and he didn't ask about the gesture. He held his pen still and said, that's the best description of anything being right I've heard. I touched my wrist again. Didn't mean to. What does it feel like when it's right? I answered that question at a pojangmaka to a man I have met 4 times by accident. I answered it honestly. On the floor of my apartment at midnight, I thought about the honesty more than the question. Iteration 7. Still too heavy. I know what I'm trying to reach. The place where the chocolate and the garlic stop competing and start agreeing. Temperature check. Not there. I start over. I have been starting over for 6 weeks.
I know, I didn't think you noticed. I always notice. I stopped writing that night so I could.
Orchid, the first time.
The persimmon.
I knew you'd reach for the same one before your hand moved.
How?
The way you were looking at them.
You were looking at them?
The way I was looking at them.
Is that a complaint?
No.
I knew he was there before I said anything. I recognized him from the bus configuration, the way he sits with a notebook at that angle. I waited 3 stops before I spoke. I don't know why I waited. I don't know why I spoke. The desserts are where the kitchen says what it actually thinks. I said that. And then I said, I'm the pastry chef at Maison Gris. I didn't plan to say either of those things. The first one is true. The second one is a complication I handed him deliberately. On the corner before my building. The wrist checked 2 fingertips. Something had landed. I had told him who I was and where I worked, and I had done it in a way that was a question and not a statement. I went inside. I didn't sleep quickly. His byline. I put the journal down. I picked it up. I read 2 articles. They were about the people inside the work, the specific cost of specific kinds of excellence. I read them like I read a recipe, looking for the method underneath the language.
I made it the day after the 포장마차.
That was 6 weeks ago.
Yes. I was thinking ahead.
I asked him on the bus the night before,
I want to go with someone who eats.
have you been writing about my kitchen without telling me?
Like the kitchen
He
knows
said,
the truth.
I've been writing from things you said. I didn't know whose kitchen they were. I said, and since then.
Your hands are
He
empty.
said,
This counts.
I haven't published anything. He told the truth. I recognized it the way I recognize when a sauce is right. The temperature.
You came.
You held the reservation for 6 weeks.
Yes.
That was presumptuous.
Was it wrong?
No,